Alrighty, we took a brief break after our adventures in board games and optional
yeah, that's
content.
what we were doing, wasn't it?
Yeah, we took a break to gain some perspective. to experience human misery for a few hours, and now we're back to play Kingdom Hearts Birth by Slave.
Oh man.
We stopped for dinner, and instead of simply eating dinner, we hung out for a while, and we watched. We've been working our way through the HBO miniseries Band of Brothers, which I've watched numerous times before, but Joey's a first-time
I have heard
viewer.
is good numerous times before, and now I believe is good, and I feel horrible right now, but it's fine because this is the state of my life anyway.
We are coming back to this after watching probably the most miserable episode of the entire show. But it's great, that just means that this is gonna seem so much happier and better.
Happier isn't better.
You look around and you go, why are we doing this again?
Oh. No, this is all on me. You gave me the option. You're like, yeah, man, it's late. You can go. I'm like, no, I'm back. We're getting back in. I don't know what the point you were wanting to get to was, but we'll get there.
We'll see. I'm not. During the streams, I had like a benchmark of a really easy halfway point for each campaign, and if we can get there, that'd be neat. But I'm not worried about hitting that today.
Okay.
Yeah,
so we go in here.
Yeah,
now.
we're hitting up Dwarf Woodlands next, and hopefully we'll be able to zip right through this. I would say that of these first couple of worlds that you go to as Terra, the first one, like, you go through the castle and have a boss and not much goes on. Mm-hmm. The second one, you kind of escort Cinderella, so there's a little bit more going on. This one, I would say, has probably the most interesting setting, the specific rooms that we go through.
Every time you call out Terra, I just think about the MMO.
All I think about is the Terra from Final Fantasy VI.
Oh, that's fair.
It would become very confusing if she were featured in this series, but
That would, yeah.
Tetsuya Nomura did designer, so it's impossible.
Okay. Man, my little cousin was on a kick of going through all the free games on PlayStation. He's like, I'm gonna try this Terra game out. And I was just chuckling because starting that game is miserable if you don't know what you're doing. That's any MMO, I guess. It took him 5 minutes.
Most
He was like,
MMOs.
I don't understand.
Alas, she is more fair than thee.
Alas for her. Reveal her name.
Lips red as the rose, hair black as ebony, skin white as snow.
Snow White.
The placement of these three worlds right next to each other is really unfortunate when you have the same voice actress playing the villain on all three worlds.
Yeah.
Maleficent, Lady Tremaine, and the Evil Queen, same voice actress.
How'd you just get in here, my dude?
He teleported in, man. Like the Terminator,
But it's
remember?
super loud.
Nah, it's fine.
And flashy.
Only that one time, though.
Okay.
Because that time it was dramatic. Look, he's arrived on the
Why
new
were
world.
you talking to yourself out loud?
Why wouldn't you?
Oh my gosh, and he's
Just
just like,
in
hey,
My name
case.
is Terra. I'm looking for a man named Xehanort. Master Xehanort.
You're kind of interrupting
Thought
something right
maybe you
now,
might have seen
Terra.
him.
That name is of no consequence to me.
He's just like, all right.
Wait.
Guess I'm outski.
Ah, yes.
But it's once again this like the models having to pivot in place and then start walking really kind of like becomes very noticeable.
Any
Okay.
viewer will know.
Good good deal.
You dare to question me?
Yeah, I just did.
I don't know who you are.
What is the task?
Just ask the mirror right now.
There is a young maid who resides in this castle. Her name is Snow White. Kill her. And to make sure you do not fail, bring back her heart in this.
That's that movie would have gone a little bit differently. If that's what
I
this
don't
was.
understand.
That's what she wants originally. But of course she doesn't want a metaphysical heart of light.
Yeah.
She wants a blood pumping organ. That's the fairy tale and that's the in the movie. It's just the
Yeah.
the person that she sends out to do it gets cold
What is the
feet.
ephemeral hair supposed to heart supposed to
Excuse
even
me?
be like?
The ethereal heart?
Yeah, like,
it's
what
just
is
a
it?
little glowing
Yeah, but-
ball of light that you saw come out of Aurora in the previous scene.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
It's the same stuff that comes out of Sora when he stabs himself in KH1.
It's not what it looks like, though, in that game.
Outside the castle.
No,
I
it
guess
has,
it's just...
it's a weird thing where you see the hearts come out of Heartless and they look like jagged little I love you logos, but when they come out of Sora in the first game and out of Aurora in this game, it's just a bright glowing ball. Maybe it's that Princess of Hearts look different, but maybe it's just that somebody on the art department didn't really care that much.
That's fair.
But what if I... No, I won't let that happen.
So hungry for power.
Yeah, immediately he's like, I'm not gonna let that's not gonna happen again, because I didn't like doing that.
This thing that I was controlled to do.
This is one of my favorite little like Kingdom Hearts memes that pops up every now and then is the three images with the subtitles, and it's there's a woman named Snow White in this castle. Kill her. Put her heart inside this box. I don't understand. Of course, what he's actually saying is I don't understand to what end, but why are you still here? Go swiftly and bring me Snow White's heart.
Okay, but what if I just...
Nope.
Alrighty, then.
You have to get permission from the queen.
Wow.
Queen!
Alright, let's go fight some jobbers.
So, the reason I comment about this place being kind of, I also like we got the classic Kingdom Hearts 1 Disney villain music rolling there, just in terms of like, you know, whenever it cuts away to the Council of Evil in the first game, that's the track you usually hear. So it's nice to kind of bring that track back around. But what's nice about the space that we're in right now is that we're actually in a relatively, like, compared to, I don't know, how do I put this? This room, the next two rooms you're gonna go through are about as complex as the first couple rooms of the Cavern of Remembrance from Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay.
You've actually, like, we're in the dungeon of her castle, and we're also actually kind of in a video game dungeon.
Wow.
Yeah,
what are
it's,
these things?
find out.
Oh, okay. Ah, I gotcha. So that's what that wait. Oh, okay, yeah.
This is a PSP game. Draw distance ain't so hot.
What? Ah, okay.
Gotcha. One of them isn't so good for you.
Ether and a map. Ooh, I've been betrayed. I fought this in D&D last night.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said you were hanging out with some people playing D&D the other night.
Yeah, because I'm a nerd and I hate my life.
Yeah, I missed that boat. Not out of like a, oh, that's too nerdy
no, I
for
missed
me,
that
but
boat
like
too until like the recent years.
But it's like I was also in college surrounded by dweebs who were, I mean, I guess I'm still technically in college, but the dweebs who were playing
Wow,
D&D aren't around anymore, so.
This place does have it all.
It's got a little bit going on. What a shocking twist.
I know what I'm supposed to do. Turn red. Turn red. No! Okay, I've got a okay, we got this. I'm gonna do it in style.
Watch this not damage them. That'd be great. Okay, no, you damaged one of them a little bit.
Just a little. Wow, I feel good.
I think it's more for like to keep the player like, hey, pay attention to what you're doing. Keep you on your toes.
It's just the orbs from Wind Waker that you could get from the enemies.
What orbs?
Like sometimes if you killed an enemy, it would give you like an orb, a big.
Oh yeah,
orb
yeah,
would
no,
drop.
okay, yeah, I got it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
You could get a bunch of stuff from it.
Yes, that escaped me
Oh
for
hey,
just a
there's
moment.
that for the first time. Oh yeah, I forgot. We gotta put Ragnarok on.
Well, or we can keep leveling up Thunderstorm
No.
if you want to. Okay.
I want Ragnarok.
Fine by me.
I earned it, damn it. I suffered
you
to
know
get
what?
it.
Yeah, you did the time.
Oh hey, crap! All of our battle things are they're good to go.
Oh well, then let's look at our melding situation,
yes.
perhaps.
It says new. Oh, so we do have some things we can use. Okay, I like this, so I want to make it something.
Okay, all right. You want to make it into something else? Okie dokie. Sure. What did that say? You said what it is.
Blizzard Edge.
That's the same kind of your stun edge and blizzard edge. You already have those. So you're not really making it into a better slide dash. You're making it into another kind of
so don't tell
offensive
me.
move.
Stun Edge, not great.
Might not really be. It looks like there's nothing else you can really combine that sliding dash with right now. So I might just want to keep it.
Okay. Wolves. I don't have any real love for Strike Raid. Like I want it to be better than it is.
Sure. Well, you got some options here. But you might not
I
know what
can't
it's gonna
combine
make.
it with any of these, right?
No, if they're darked out, then you can't. Excuse
It's
me. or
hard
they're
to tell
yeah.
what's darked out.
I know.
from where I'm
It's
sitting.
it's difficult. Looks like it might be a bit easier to see on the other screen over there.
Yeah, it is. But I could.
I really can't adjust the
Blizzard.
brightness on this other monitor though.
No, confuse. No, a confusion strike. Eh.
I think that's just a melee hit that has the potential. to
Yeah. Well, this is a
get
mystery,
confused.
so we can just do it.
Sure, why not?
Let's see what happens.
And what do we got here? So we got what do each of them do again? Attaches HPs that increase HP prize drops, or and help you scoop prizes up. So either that's gonna like increase your drop rate, or it's gonna give you like a treasure magnet, basically.
Okay, do these determine what the extra ability
Yeah,
is beside it?
so yeah. If you look here, you've got 2 question marks now. The question mark that's in gray, that indicates your ability, and the question mark that's in blue indicates the actual attack, the command that you're
Damage you
getting.
deal with fire, reduce reload time for your commands. We might go with that. Increase damage you deal with certain types of attacks. Okay, so we're either gonna go with this or this.
I'm trying to remember. There's one that's I think. Is it fleeting? That's the one that's a real problem. There's one that's really. I don't think you could have gotten it by now. Let's go with soothing just in case while I double check.
Yeah, that's fine.
Why am I saying that? I shouldn't be helping you with this sort of stuff. I said
Yeah.
I wasn't going to help you with this, but
No, well, it's fine. It's if you weren't here, like this mechanic, I would be looking up a guide for. Like I would be looking not necessarily a guide, but hey, I don't want to screw this up. What are some parameters I need to go by?
you got another item boost.
Whoa.
But you got a Blizzara, so I guess you got that going for you at the very least.
Whoa.
Want to make something else?
Sure. What can we do? Stun edge. What can we combine? Thunder. Oh, okay.
Why not? Why not?
I'm gonna get Thundera. I'm sure. Thundaga. No, that's Thundaga's the big one. Yeah.
Thundaga, yeah, you got normal, and then Ra, and Ga. And also in certain Final Fantasy games, you go all the way up to Ja, with a J-A,
Wow.
and that's the super good. That's the super big and bad.
Okay. Well, it didn't work last time, but we're gonna go for it again.
You do it. HP
Hey,
boost.
it did work.
Ups your maximum
Sick.
HP a little bit.
All right.
That's something. You got a thing.
Yep. All right. Cool. I would like some more physical stuff, but that's not really in it right now. Okay. Got that. We got.
Now, if you want to put that Blizzara in and level up, you
Yeah,
can, or you can
may
try
as
and
well.
grind something else out. It's whatever you want to do.
Oh yeah, and we got these two. They're maxed out. Sure. Why not? Just put it. Oh no. Just get these leveled up.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Okay. I think we're good.
I want to avoid giving you too many tips on how all this stuff works, but I will say you're pretty much always going to want a cure spell in your deck.
Exactly.
Right? So
Do I need a fire ability?
Yes,
right
you
here? Okay.
I would say maybe consider once you get another low-level cure, swap it out and grind that low-level cure up. Then you got 2 cures. Maybe you can do something with them.
Okay. Good stuff.
Trying to limit how much I help you out here, but every time you swap out your deck, it has to reload, so you got to give it just a second, unfortunately.
That's fine.
Fire!
Ah, I see. Let me spot any more of those. We can just keep fire on, I think.
You can
That's
if you want
fine.
to. I don't care.
I don't
Do
care.
whatever the heck you want, dude.
Okay. Greens, I would imagine. Well, we haven't done green yet, so I imagine it's health, but you know what?
Perhaps it's poison. That's health.
Whoa.
Oh,
Okay.
it appears that the fire has
Oh.
gone out in the intervening time.
That's a shame.
You snooze, you lose.
Let's go.
This is also fitting in with the whole the evil witch here being a chemist, a potion maker. It fits in with the established lore of Snow White and the Seven
Confusion?
Dwarfs.
What is that in this game?
I don't know what it does on the enemies, really. On you, it reverses your controls. Because some enemies can cast them on you. I couldn't tell you what it does to the enemies. I assume it makes them... And I assume it warbles their AI so they act like morons and just kind of run around, would be my guess.
Oh, there is a dude down there, yeah.
Well, here's the thing. You can open chests in combat. There's a chest up here. Oh, no. He came back up. He came back up to join you.
Cool.
There you go. You got everything up here now, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I stopped paying attention to what was in chests because of KH2. So I don't even know what I got out of that.
Man, I wasn't paying attention either.
All right.
You probably got a command of some kind.
Oh, dadgummit, Ragnarok. I'm going to figure this out, guys. Is there enemy spawns down here?
I don't know.
Guess not.
I guess not.
I guess that's the... You can fall down there if you do something or other. This is so weird.
What's weird?
This having stuff like actual like,
things to do in the
yeah.
stage.
Oh.
What a novel concept, right?
That's a lot. Okay, yeah. Oh, that. Okay. All right. But that's a. I thought Ragnarok might be that, but I wasn't sure. No. I should have looked before I fired. Okay, let's see what Blizzara does. I guess that's just a stronger one.
Yeah, Blizzara, I believe, just does more damage. The projectile is slightly larger, but I don't think the hitbox is really noticeably altered.
Okay.
It's just slightly more damage output. I don't know, maybe it penetrates more enemies before it goes away, but don't quote me on that. That would just be my guess.
Okay. I guess I didn't really need to get in the middle of them to do this, but whatever.
Who cares? I'm sure they're all very impressed with you. There you go, there's a level up for Aqua. Grab that thing and you max her out.
Oh, do I have to grab that?
Yeah, grab it physically. There you go. Auto life. If you die, you get a little bit of health back if you're delinking with Aqua.
Okay, is that like maxed out level for her?
Yeah, she's maxed out now.
Okay,
So you may want to go ahead and revert and get some gauge back and level up Ventus or something.
Yep, okay. Wow, is it that easy for everybody?
It's kind of random sometimes.
Okay.
It's pretty quick usually. Like you can get it within a couple of encounters if you just use it and kill a bunch of enemies with it. But then other times I've messed around with it for like an hour and get one drop. I really don't know what the numbers game is on that. It might just be this cursed copy of the game that we have.
Okay, gotcha.
But no, when I was playing this game on stream, I maxed out Aqua and Ven, I think, before I'd even finished the first world, just because I used it on every encounter before the boss.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, we may as well go Ventus. Why not?
Why not? Indeed. I love how his hammer pants are still like waving around in the wind, even though they were underwater.
No,
it was
it's
really
fine.
impressive.
Hi. All right, just getting right into it. So now I guess that's attack speed up.
You're just straightforward. Your standard ground string is just faster. That's
Okay,
simple.
that's good. I think.
It's pretty good.
We'll go back into more detail for all this stuff, but I want to go through the enemy encounters.
Yeah,
while I've got
sure.
this gauge
Sure.
going.
That's fine. Go right ahead. I think you've got most of the enemy encounters on the ground floor of this room at this point. This is just kind of the exit, which there's more to be found in here if you want to explore
Okay.
more thoroughly.
We're gonna revert.
That's probably a good decision. Since you're gonna be... There are more enemies to fight in here, but you're gonna be moving between them at such a slow rate that you're just gonna wind up bringing a lot of D-Link gauge, so...
What's that?
You opened a gate somewhere. Not that one.
There. Oh, that's a way. Did I miss it?
Yeah, it already closed. You looked right at it at one point, but
What? Oh.
it's very close to the wheel. You only had a few
Was
seconds.
it this one?
Yep, that one.
Oh, I didn't.
Not that's where you came from.
Oh, I am.
I meant the gate right next to it.
Wait, the tiny one?
If you look to your left.
This one?
Yes, that was
Oh,
open
my
a second ago,
goodness.
but it dropped back down because the wheel only keeps it open for a few seconds.
Okay.
That was the
Man,
timer
I
in the corner.
just completely missed it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Gold Rush. What is that?
That is another finisher. If you go into your finish commands,
That's not where that is.
down. I know
Oh,
you were in the
that's
right.
down.
Yeah, it's down at the bottom of the command menu. You've now gotten enough CP points to unlock another finisher. It performs a leaping strike that sometimes causes enemies to drop money. It is essentially the same animation as the other, like the blitz or stun edge or whatever, where it just kind of spins and does a single strike on them.
Okay.
The main thing is that it has an upped chance of them dropping cash, basically. So you'll
It's
notice
not great,
that
but I'll take it.
you'll
to
notice
keep
that now that
leveling.
you've picked Gold Rush, you're now gaining experience towards these two over on the right here.
Yep.
Maybe if you want, I'm not saying you should, I'm saying if you stick around on butts, then you might level up this brown and red one instead, which lead down different paths
I
of
think I actually will
finishers.
stick with it because this one's almost done, and then we'll see which one I like better.
Indeed, indeed. You can do that.
All right.
You can chart your own path, so to speak.
It's like by the time I'm done with that string, I just don't have time to jump.
Mm-hmm.
Want some?
Oh no.
The animations in this game are kind of not incredibly speedy.
Yeah, I'm feeling that.
Part of it is Terra's the slowest of the group in general, but this game has some problems with the general with animations on attacks sometimes lasting too long, like with the cooldowns just leaving you open to attack.
Yeah. So we got this one over here.
Indeed.
Nope. Not going with you. I'm feeling a little bit stronger now.
Yeah, no, you've definitely boosted Terra's strength quite a bit just by leveling up a few times. Oh, the 2-for-1 there. Good job. That idiot got right in your way and brought that upon himself. Ah, he was defeated too.
Oh no. Dead bodies.
So, hold on, turn around. I want to make sure you know what you're doing here. I don't want you to miss this too much. There's another gate here. That was opened with the last wheel as well, but you slowed down to fight enemies, so you missed it. So you need to repeat that cycle and rush past folks.
Great.
But hey, it's a level.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
No, I mean, yeah, it's like, oh, crud, those enemies kind of jam you up, so you got to redo the sequence or rush past the enemies.
I didn't realize that more than one gate could be open.
Yeah, no, you don't realize that until you... Like, I had to tell you that.
Yeah.
You would know. Maybe you would notice that there are other chests in the room. How do I get to those? And you'd have to experiment and figure it out, as I did on the PSP version of the game.
Oh no. Okay.
There you go. You did it. Not too shabby.
Poison edge and fire.
So like I said, these guys are not so much about defeating.
Yeah.
These are the ones that you're grinding resources out of.
Well, I didn't mean to cure, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Who cares? This is one of the only other like kind of subsystems in the game. These aren't for for the
no.
These aren't for command melding. These are for one more world for Nintendo GameCube. One more mechanic that's going to be introduced much later in the game, and there's
Did
kind
I
of
get
these.
everything up there?
Yeah, you're good. You're good in this room. You have finished this room.
Oh.
You've cleared this room. You're good to go. Terra doesn't like it so much.
Ooh, that's not great.
Bum 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 bum.
An actual level, an actual dungeon question mark.
Now we're outside where the movie opens, where Snow White is sitting around singing her little song. Someday my prince will come, that Disney lost the copyright on. It belongs to RKO, I believe, and that's why it became a jazz standard as opposed to just being a song for Disney to hold the copyright over forever. I'm sure that somebody at Disney is still very mad that they aren't making money off of that song.
They're making plenty of money. It's fine.
But they could be making
They could
more
be making
money!
more money.
What part of this don't you understand? We're supposed to help our people!
Sure. Soothing crystal.
Why not?
Yeah.
And so you
Is
got
this a boss fountain?
not really.
Okay.
But hold on, before you leave, stop. I would go over to the shop and buy another cure spell.
Ooh. Oh no, sorry, sir.
As I said, try not to tell you too much, but want to give you a few tips just to make things a little bit more expedient.
I'm glad that it at least says poisons some, so it's like not everybody is weak to that. Zero gravity.
Creates an anti-gravity field and sends foes around you drifting into the air for continual damage. Hit floating enemies to confuse them.
That sounds good, but I don't want to grab any of this stuff.
No, I mean you can if you want to.
I could. I don't wanna.
Hey Joey, I'm gonna give you a tip right now. You may just want to buy like another cure spell or two just to have.
Oh really?
Just to have.
Oh, what was?
Balloon Letter can be used once to completely restore a D-Link gauge.
Okay.
So if you really wanted to use those during a boss fight, you could consume one of your precious few command slots.
Wait a minute. Could I potentially just have a bunch of like cures, like maxed out cures, just on my whole heart bar?
I mean, you could, but you would have. Then you would have.
Want to.
You could do that,
I
absolutely.
Could do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could do that.
Wait, did I run past it?
I believe you did. Yes.
Where? Oh,
Right
yeah.
there.
It's not in alphabetical order.
No, it is not.
How many?
I just
would
get
you recommend?
2. I would say. Just go ahead and get another 2. You're probably good with another 2. I just say because there isn't always a shop around, and you might max out a cure and then just switch to start leveling up another
Yep.
cure.
Okay.
It's gonna be quite a while before you run out of reasons to level up more cure spells.
Okie doke.
Like I'm gonna. Again, I don't want to make this, I don't want to talk too much about the systems at play with the melding stuff, but I will tell you in this particular case, 2 cures melded together is a cura, and 2
Yeah.
curas melded together is a curaga. So
Yep.
you see the forward path.
Yep.
Oh, hello. Who are you?
Aren't you startled?
Like, no, you just walked up to me. Should I? Oh, should I
I
be
be?
scared? Even though she had the high fidelity
Oh, hey,
animation,
she
she
said
still
it.
stood up and turned around and all that.
Her heart is pure light. She's the one.
Can you just tell that, Terra?
Is something the matter?
Like, does he just have a 6th sense where he can just tell?
Maybe.
Nobody in Kingdom Hearts 1 could do that. There was even a whole
Yeah, but
kerfuffle
he
where they.
went to an academy for it though.
I guess you're right. He did go to the Keyblade Academy.
Oh no.
Unversed. Hey, wait! Don't go in there alone. Out of my way.
Why are these guys threatening to you? You can beat them in like 2 seconds.
You know, you gotta be ready. You never know where the unversed could.
I really don't, because have they tried to explain at all what these things are?
No,
They're
they
just
said
bad.
they said that they are in they said the princesses of heart are Yensid suspects that the princesses of heart are under threat, not just from darkness as per usual,
But these things.
but also from the forces of negativity.
Oh yeah, these guys feed off negativity. Or
Indeed,
whatever.
whatever that may mean, they feed off of negativity, and apparently Terra feeds off of speed. Hey, look, you already got your level up. Auto counter, and now he's in his armor. Good job.
Can I can just go back in.
You wanna level up somebody else?
Let's just see.
Why not? Why not just see? No reason not to. One thing I will say is about Ven and Aqua, since you've leveled them up, is that the commands that they have are actually a little bit different now. They've got different high-level commands, and their finishers are also different to accompany that.
Magic mending, is it this deal?
Yeah.
Slide level 3. Okay. Is that further?
Is what further?
Dash?
A little bit, yeah.
Whoa!
I forget if it's I think it's distance, not iframes.
Wait, what?
Hit it when it gets to the carriage.
That's what I thought I was
There you
doing.
go. You did it. Good job.
I don't like that at all, actually.
Hey, I
don't like that one
most
bit.
people don't. Terra, so basically if you're delinking with Terra, Aqua, or Ven, you just get their, like, character-specific finishers. If you're delinking with other characters, you get these specific finishers that are like, hey, here's a cool thing that's themed around this person.
Oh, no.
And sometimes it's this sort of nonsense.
Okay.
And you're like,
The timing on this is odd.
oh yeah, you hit that one like an hour after you were supposed to hit it and it was fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Who knows? Who knows
Okay,
the
we're
answers to
gonna-
these questions? But you'll notice that the thing about
That's
delinks
not
is
good
that
either.
since they're refilled by the little purple, the little blue drops, it means that you can actually kind of indefinitely just keep them active during some mob fights. Unless you
Yeah.
drop their power up, you may want to grab that.
Did I not get it?
Nope. Right there. There you go. Auto remedy. I think that like fixes status ailments. And you have a couple. And you had like a couple extra of the same moves. Basically, you just had, instead of having the 3 that you were switching between, I think you had a couple
Yeah.
extras of them. Cinderella's not the best.
Yeah, that's one.
Obtained air slide.
Woo!
That's what it sounds like. It's slide, but you can do it in the air.
Air dash.
Yeah.
Good stuff. It says air slide, but in there it mentioned the words air dash.
Did it?
I think. Maybe
course.
I'm
Why wouldn't
going
it?
crazy.
Lost her. She said she doesn't know anything about Master Xehanort.
Did we even ask her about Master Xehanort? We were talking. We weren't paying any
No,
attention.
he was like, "Do you know
Okay, all right,
Master
yeah.
Xehanort?" And she's like, "What? Who? What? That's a weird one." And you're like, "Yeah." It's kind of edgy.
Just a wee bit. Anyway, so now the only option is to go back and shake down that mirror for what it knows.
All right.
Are there chests in here? There's a sticker in here.
Whoa!
Can't miss that.
Sick.
Actually, can't miss that. We need it for the secret ending.
Oh no.
We need all of
Oh
them.
no.
I mean, I'll get them off screen. That's what I did with the streams too.
Oh come on, please. Please, I'm begging you.
You'll get there eventually.
Oh yeah, we need to put the not air dash on. I assume it's this.
Nope, it's a separate ability.
Really?
Yep, totally separate thing.
Okay.
You still want to know what that augmentation to slide is?
I do. I want to know. I'm sure it's not gonna. I'm sure I'm not.
I don't think
gonna
it's
like
it's not gonna light your world on fire. I don't think.
That's a shame.
You'd better return to the castle. You can't
go.
follow her through the spooky forest, through the scene that made all the children spooked them real good when they watched it in the theater
I
first
don't
time.
remember it.
No, I talked about this during the streams that that part of the genius of this film, in my personal opinion, is that it was willing to be a bit bold for a children's film. Like, considering it was the first ever feature animated movie, it wasn't really trying to be a kids film. It was a fable that kids could watch, but it's legitimately like spooky and has some disturbing imagery.
Yeah.
And supposedly, in the theater where it premiered, there were seats in the theater that were stained because of children being so terrified at certain portions of the movie
Oh, man.
that they may or may not have soiled themselves.
Oh boy. Was that what happened, or was that like a marketing thing? You wouldn't believe.
I don't
this
think that the
movie.
marketing worked that way back then. They didn't have reaction cameras in the theater to film. Look at how scared all these people are by the ghosts.
Yo, what is up, YouTube? Get a load of these reactions.
It's more to me just like that movie made all the money in the world and everybody saw it a bajillion times and it was like the biggest success ever. And it was terrifying to children. Children were horrified by it. I want to go again. It's like a roller coaster. Children enjoy things that are. We had a very lengthy discussion about this during the streams, talking about like how, children.
Did I just straight up miss. Oh no, it's a mimic.
Yeah, it's a mimic.
That's gonna mess me up. Is it over there too? Yeah. Okay.
No, it's just something we talked about during the streams a little bit. Like this idea of like children can actually handle a lot more than children's entertainment often gives them credit for.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
The big example I talked about a lot was Castle in the Sky because I love Castle in the Sky so much. I had a friend get back from Japan a little while ago and he brought me a little replica of the little necklace that Sheeta wears. This is very nice of him to do.
You to bring me Snow White.
I showed him Castle in the Sky like very shortly after we moved into the same dorms. Is a reason that had a little bit of history with the
Claim to be
movie.
radiant, but all I see are shadows of jealousy.
Ooh, you
hanging
tell
thick
it.
on your heart.
So you can see.
You will pay
Oh.
for such insolence.
He can see both. He can see that the
Magic
person has a
mirror
pure
on
heart
the
and
wall.
they're evil.
Consume this fool
But he
once
couldn't see
and
that when he was talking with
all.
Maleficent. He can just look at these
There it
two and
is.
know that they're evil. But when he met Maleficent
should've-
before, he was just like, oh, she's just a lady.
And now they're friends.
Now they're friends. They're friends
I
now.
cannot do. I have no power save answers.
They're friends, said George Lucas, pushing the statues together of Darth Maul and whatever that character's name is that I don't know. But no, George. They lived hundreds of years apart from each other. Oh, but they're friends. Time travel.
Wait, what?
She
She
said
no.
Yeah, she
And
said
said
Magic
yes.
Mirror, don't do that, do this, and Magic Mirror's like, I can't do it, and she was like, shut up, and she threw some kind of juice at him.
Okay.
That apparently made him more cooperative. Again, I know you haven't seen the movie in a while. The Evil Witch's whole thing in this movie is that she's like a master chemist and potions maker.
I legit don't know anything
It's
about
fine.
it.
It's fine. Who cares?
That's but
Her whole
memory.
deal is that when she's like, I've been tricked. The guy didn't kill Snow White after all. I'll have to deal with it myself. And she retreats into her basement where she basically has Ansem's lab. And she like starts performing and she drinks this concoction that turns her into that changes her appearance. Both Ansems. She had Evil King Ansem and Diz Ansem. She changed her appearance in her evil lab.
This is tripping me up.
A little bit, isn't it?
It's because of the floor. It's that simple. Okay. Am I doing it?
You're doing it right. You want to look for, I'm going to tell you right now, somewhere in this room is the real one. One of these things is not on screen right now that I see. One of the ones in here somewhere.
Oh, this.
The main thing, his expression will be slightly different.
Oh.
So just whenever there's multiple on screen, look for one with a different expression and target that one.
Oh my gosh, what?
Now this is a really cool fight visually. I think its biggest problem is that occasionally it's hard to read exactly how much distance there is between you and him.
What? I see you there.
He's matching distance with you. See, like
Yeah.
you weren't actually moving through space. Like you were running on a treadmill, basically. Was the issue there.
There's a fight like this in Dark Souls 1 where it's like, because the floor is like this, it's really confusing.
No, this fight's weird because you can't, like, there's sections of it where you're, like, when you were running down that super long hallway of them a second ago, like, you weren't actually moving through space. You were still in this circular room. It was basically you were running on a treadmill and those things were moving around you.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff going on here to kind of simulate moving through space. Like, if you actually don't do it because you've got to focus on the fight. But if you were to focus on the horizon in this
I really
fight,
have to focus on this fight too much.
you've almost finished it. Like, try to run to the edge of the arena. Well, you can't now, so it doesn't matter. So watch out for one of these guys that looks a bit different. You might have run past him a second ago, I don't know. Sometimes he's right next to where you start up, and sometimes you have to run for a few minutes to find him. I'm not seeing him. Maybe he was right next to you.
Well, we'll see.
There he is, yeah.
Oh, come on. Please.
While we're screwing around here, try to run to the edge of the arena. You see, you're not getting any closer to it.
Okay, that's... Ah!
The whole fight is an optical illusion. You're actually running in space, like in one spot the entire time, essentially. And instead the boss is moving around you.
Oh yeah, I can air dash now. Firestorm.
How unfortunate. Firestorm is another command style, like Diamond Dust. So now it's if you use fire commands, you get the fire style command style.
Fire style, fireball jutsu.
Wild
Anime
style.
reference.
Was that, what did you anime reference?
Naruto.
Oh, you did jutsu?
No, fire style, with Sasuke's ability.
Thanks for clearing that up for me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
How did you escape?
I mean, you've never done that before, since you refused to do it, so like...
Where can I find Master Xehanort?
Magic mirror, instruct this knave. Give him the answers he doth crave.
Beyond both light and dark he dwells, where war was waged upon the fells.
Is that all?
Never ask me for anything ever again.
You've been a big help.
Has he?
Has he? She tried to kill him 12 seconds ago. Thanks.
Thanks for all that.
Been a big help.
Please tell me I'm
Thanks.
BFFs with the mirror now.
For everything. No, Maleficent, I think, is the only one of the villains that you get a D-Link with, if I recall correctly. It's the only one where you just like, oh yeah, it's weird, right?
Said he first received word of these events from Master
It feels like a misdirect. Initially, you were like, oh, is he actually evil? And like, does this character seem evil to you?
Very.
But hey, Riku, he teamed up with Maleficent. And remember Riku?
Yeah.
Remember that? Keyboy, the mix-up for Poor Reach. It's very short, with a balanced boost in strength and magic.
Wasn't that the default of one of them?
That was the same description as one of the other ones you got, just without the Poor Reach. So like, man, I don't know. There's many questions about the quality
What
of the
was the
keyboards in this.
description of Vin?
His character or his?
Of his sword.
He holds it backhanded. I don't think we actually read what it was described as. Like, Master Xehanort conferring with a mysterious man. What could possibly come of this?
I don't care.
Perhaps we'll discover on the next episode of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep.
I don't know what that name means still, and I don't feel like I'm going to. I feel like I'm gonna beat the game and you're gonna tell me, and I'm going to either shrug or just rub my head again.
I feel like
You, for all I know, you could have told me in the past and I forgot. I can't keep up with these games.
I feel that the reaction will be you'll discover the source of the name, and your response will be, "Oh."
All right.
I think that's because that's about what mine was. I was like, "Oh, okay, that's fine."
All right. Oh, if
Friendly reminder: this game is only called Birth by Sleep because Tetsuya Nomura said to himself, "I don't see many movies or video games or anything with the word "by" in the title, so I'd like to make a game with the word "by" in the title because I don't see that very often."
Alrighty.
That's the real reason. As for the birth and sleep parts of the title, I'm sure that time will reveal all.
Is Kingdom Hearts 3 just gonna be called Kingdom Hearts 3?
So far, it's just called Kingdom Hearts 3.
Okay. But what if it's not?
I mean, it remains to be seen.
But what if it isn't?
It remains to be seen.
What if it's Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 4?
I mean, if it was both at one time, that'd save me a lot of time and energy. If I could just kill two birds with one stone.
It just skips ahead 5 years, like from the ending of KH2, and it's just 5 years later, and something epic happened.
Yeah, we just don't get to see it. Yeah, we just hear about it. It's like Cowboy Bebop, where it's like all the it's all the sequel to another story we never saw.
KH3, it's like Cowboy Bebop. You heard it here.
That's not what I.
That's what he said, folks.
Context. You're taking that out of context. I mean, it's a stapler.